Hello Sean, this is your reading. Before I go any further, I apologise for talking quietly. I don't want to wake anyone else up in the house. There, people are sleeping, so hence the mic being so close to me and me talking quiet. I hope you can hear me. So I'm gonna go straight on with the reading, picking up your past issue. And for me, it feels like you was pushed out. Something just didn't feel quite right where you was pushed out from a certain place, and I don't feel you was just pushed out. I feel you was pushed out and hurt by this. I feel some kind of pain connected to you being pushed out and hurt, like just pushed out and tossed aside, pretty much like a worthless penny. I feel that's how you felt at the time, and I get you was trying to start afresh and carry on. But the problem I'm getting with this, as you starting on, I feel you putting your energy in, and as much as you're putting your energy in, I don't feel you're getting much of all the effort you put in. You're not getting much return on your efforts, and that's what I feel is with a past issue with you. So moving on to the now with you. And I still feel that you are not in a brilliant place. I feel you cramped in. It feels lonely where you are. And it also feels like you're in an environment that you don't feel quite trusting to those around you. So I feel like you're currently in a situation where it feels to me like you're quite lonely, and the people around you, I don't feel you're trusting them too much. And I do pick up that you standing up for yourself and you standing up for what you feel is right. But I don't feel it's having the right impact. So I feel you standing up for yourself and making a stand by not taking this lying down. But it feels to me there's an uncertainty about you standing up for yourself, and I feel you're trying to do this to protect yourself. So moving on with your reading. And you obviously want to protect what is yours, and you want to hold on to it tightly, because what you've got means a lot to you, and you want to hold on to it tight, and you want to just show people that you're proud of what you've done, how far you've come, and your achievements. So I get why you want to defend yourself in all of this, especially as you're in this situation where you feel you can't trust people around you at the moment. So moving on to the reading where I get some advice for you. You've got to stand up for your rights. I'm getting that message coming through as I'm tuning into you. Stand up for your rights. Do the right thing. The clean, honest feeling I'm getting. It feels like to describe. Stand up for the right, clean, honest option. That's what I'm getting for you, as if that's the advice I'm getting for you, to stand up and do the right things, the clean, honest option. For some reason, that's what I'm getting through. I hope you can understand what I'm connecting to. I'm not quite sure myself, but just to recap, it feels like stand up for what's right. The clean, honest option seems to be is what I'm getting in that. And don't give up. Don't move on just because things get tough and want to move on because you see things as another option. Stand your ground. There's no need for you to be shifted out where you want to be. Obviously you don't feel exactly comfortable where you are, but I don't feel you should give up on where you are. Again, the advice is to stay where you are, because you've done nothing wrong. Stand up for what's right and stay where you are. I don't feel you need to move in this. So moving on to how I see things panning out for you. I'm seeing someone getting egg on their face. Have you seen that expression, end up with egg on their face? And I don't think it's going to be you. I feel someone's going to end up with egg on their face. I see you're not in the UK. You're in Waterlooville. So I don't know if you're familiar with that saying. We have a saying here in the UK that you'll end up with egg on your face, basically made up looking a fool, being the one being laughed at. So someone, I feel, is going to come up. Something's coming up where someone's going to end up with egg on their face, being made to look the fool, look the idiot. And I don't think it's going to be you, but I feel you're going to be around that person when it happens. And it might be the people I picked up on about the people you're not trusting. It could be to do with that. I'm not quite sure, but I do feel someone coming up with egg on their face, and you coming out feeling quite good about yourself. But being honest with you, what I'm getting, I don't feel like you coming out with everything as well. I feel there's someone getting egg on their face, but I do feel some kind of I don't want to use the loss. It will be at a cost. So something's coming up for you, and I feel it's quite soon, where someone's going to end up with egg on their face, and I feel you being around at the time, and I don't feel it's you. I don't think it's you going to be the one with the egg on the face, but I feel you being around. I feel you coming out thinking yes, and I see you being in a lot calmer environment after that, but I do feel it'll be at a cost. And when I say at a cost, I feel you coming out with less than when you went in, and I'm not quite sure what that means, but I feel you coming out with less than what you went in. But it's one of those feelings that less is more, and you coming out with what's right rather than having loads of different things. I feel you coming out with what's right and with more purpose. Okay, I hope this reading means something to you. Let me just quick check how we're doing all the time. Yeah, we come up to 9 minutes now. Yeah, as with all the readings on this group, you please leave feedback, because it gives me, it lets me know how well I managed to connect with you, and it gives me advice on, because I'm still learning, it helps me develop even further and hopefully help out more people with the readings. Many thanks and many blessings to you.